Five, four, three, two, one.
Good evening, people, and welcome back to Mufc Realist TV. It's Wednesday today, and we are a little bit earlier than usual. Show today, that's not going to work. Be cool and composed and calm because we're going to talk about a lot of about ranting about. Have something very special since we started. Or is it a flop? We will know. But you know what? I have Jarvis in the green room waiting. He's been stretching. He's all fired up. But we're also going to do the round 2 of Premier League top 6. We're going to look at all the games to rumble. Are you ready to rumble, people? Let's do this. Let's go.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world
on MUFC Realist TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Jarvis, welcome home. It is Wednesday, and we are talking football. We're talking Manchester United. We are back, Jarvis. We're so back, huh? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you, my friend?
Oh, well, I'm good. I'm good. Tired today. Like, I don't know. This is my, like, I don't know how many coffees I have. Like, I just don't know. Guys, whatever you're drinking, raise your glass because we are here to talk about Manchester United, the top 6, everything, the Fantasy League football, everything that's brewing in the news. I don't know what you're drinking, Jarvis, but I'm sort of guessing it's beer in your cup, right?
No, not today, my friend. It's water.
It is just what? Do we like water here? Do we serve water here? Hell no. You remember that movie? Do we serve water in this bar? No.
No.
Come on,
Yeah.
Jarvis. You're getting weak. You're getting old.
I'm getting old, but it's important to hydrate. It's important to hydrate, especially when you feel a little bit sleepy and tired. It's good to drink some water.
Yeah. No. I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning. Like, I drove my wifey to the airport, and 1.5 hour there, 1.5 back. Little bit tired. Must admit. So, nothing much going on in the news. It's a little bit dry, but we're gonna start the Rantions League. But before we going that, people, we are missing something. We are missing the magic sprinkle. And that is you, people, the VAR room. We haven't forgot, but we have been a little bit complacent. We do apologize because you are the most important, in this entire show. You make the show. So, Jarvis, what do we have? Who do we have in the VAR room? Do you know? Because I can see Smoky Bacon is in here.
Yeah, I can see Smoky Bacon. He says, Smoky Bacon, it's undisputed heaven's food. What kind of food is that? Is it Smoky Bacon?
Yeah, I had Smoky Bacon today in McDonald's, actually. I had a double McMuffin or something with bacon. So that I agree. Smoky Bacon is good. Edward Reed is also in house saying this transfer window is not garbage. 310 tops. Guys, cool and composed, Edward. I hear you. Like up to a couple of days ago was good, but the media is kind of spinning it more for clicks and stuff like that. We're going to talk about everything, Edward. Maloon Patel is also in the house saying the Liverpool are now informed about Sofian Amrabat. That's another rant we're going to talk about, 100%. RJ is also in the house saying big up to everyone. Big up to you, RJ, as well. How you doing? I hope you... Yeah, you guys, do you notice my new setup?
Yeah. I love the new setup. And I love like how the comments come. It's like fading in and out. It's high-tech shit. Oh, sorry. YouTube algorithms.
No problems. I mean, basically, wifey left. Mick's got the key to the house. He's got the key to the kingdom. And voila, space. No longer in my six inch whatever you call it, 6 feet square meters man cave. So yeah, Lisa Jensen is in the house. Good evening, Lisa. Big up. How are you, Lisa? How's your
Lisa,
day? Yeah. What
Lisa,
will
she
be
told me how to say Höjlund, and she always
Höjlund?
say I'm correct.
You say
Höjlund,
Höjlund. Höjlund.
Höjlund, Höjlund.
Yeah, Höjlund. Also, we have, we also have Stephanie Griffith is in the house as well, one of our moderators. So big up to you, Stephanie. Milos Mitic. Okay, let's do this, people. We're going to educate you in Serbian. Milos Mitic kaže dobro veče. Dobro veče, Milos. We have
Dobroveče,
dobro
Miloš.
veče.
Yeah. I spoke a lot of Serbian on yesterday's stream when you weren't here. I think I got him right. Milos, if I got him
You
wrong, you have to
slaughtered
tell
it. I heard you. You slaughtered it, my friend. But
me.
good, you tried at least. You know what I mean. So big up to Milos Mitic as well. So Red G's in the house and William Connolly, 100%. Malin Patel also saying, "Hang on, my chat just died, man. Chat GTP just died."
Okay. I can see we have Yala in the house. He says, "What an interesting day. Amrabat got himself a new agent, and it sounds like he's off to Liverpool."
No, he's
Ooh. Well,
not.
we will
No.
talk about it soon.
Soon,
So
soon.
just
Who else
relax,
is in the
people.
house?
Yeah, we have Neil himself, Mr. Neil Driscoll, Mr. Fantasy himself. Neil, I saw the table in the fantasy. You are doing okay.
You're doing fine. We're going to reveal that too. You don't want to know who's the relegation, to be honest. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
No.
Guys, we are a little bit unusual time today because I'm tired and it's where I'm sitting is 9 o'clock. I've been up since 5 o'clock driving the car, so I thought do a little bit of an early show and have a little bit of a good night's sleep and talk to you because it's so important that we kind of unpack everything that's been said, Jarvis. So if nobody's in the more to shout out, I think we warmed up and stretched enough. So let's dive right into the rants, shall we? Or are you preoccupied with your news?
Yeah, well, I'm just saw the chat. I think someone put something wrong on the chat, and Edward Reed got his comment blocked. But sorry.
All right. So, guys, be moderators, please take your emotions out. Be referees. Be the VR room that you are. You're the best moderators in the house. So, you know. So, Angie is also saying that Mark Brooks is here as well. How many points do you get for Jarvis for FFPL? We're going to discuss about it. We cannot kiss and tell right now. Come on, man. Maddie R is also saying that I'm actually first in the fantasy league, but it's not going to be a sprint marathon. We're going to season. Man, this is a spoiler alert. Maddie Reed saying like, I'm first, right? We're going to talk about that. We're going to display that. Anyway, it's Wednesday. We are looking ahead for the Premier League because we're playing in Spurs as well. So barring that everyone had the rant regarding their performance, I thought about it, we spoke about it, and I think we just have to dust it off. But I think Jarvis has something to say regarding the overall PR tool or whatever you can call it, Jarvis, the tourism tour.
Yeah. I found an article today, very interesting, on Man United supporter of Norway. It was on Norwegian, so I had to translate it on Chat GPT, but it has a lot of interesting point about the training and the tour, because for me it looked like a circus this year. A lot of preseason. I don't know if it's like for PR or for training,
Yeah.
because what the article basically said, it was United traveled over 50 hours by plane. They passed 26 time zones back and forward. They had 50 hours at least at the airports. When you sit and you would recover after you had done a lot of running, the bloodstream into the legs are not good, so you recover very, very slow. And all of this combined, it's not good. It's not optimal for the players training like this. So I beg the question: is this just a PR tour for money, or are they actually training to get fit for the season? For me, it looks like they're not getting fit for the season, and I think we
No.
could see that against Wolves, because
Oh.
Wolves, they had been 3 weeks training camp in Portugal before the season,
In Europe,
all
yeah.
alone, training hard, 1 hour time zone difference, and back. So they were ready to fire in the first game. And you can see our players, the last 20 minutes, we were knackered.
Yeah, and you got a point there because everyone that's traveled, like, especially going to US or to Australia, is a long flight. It gets into your blood vessels, and it gets to. It takes time, man. It really does. I mean, I'm not gonna. I think it's PR tool, but at the end of the day, Jarvis, people deserve to see Manchester United. People that cannot come to Old Trafford, it's once in a lifetime if they come for a US tour. So the tour, like I think it was Las Vegas, was horrendous. What I heard from the
Mm.
paddock crew as well, it was super hot and many different. If you look at the States, it's huge itself. You just came from there yourself, like from one flight to another, 4 5 6 hours there, here and there. So it does take a toll on you, right? Pack up, pack down, pack up, pack out, go, 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 go.
Yeah,
So
and for recovery, after a hard training, you have to sleep to recover. But if you sit on an airplane, you can't sleep, and if the time zones is differently, it's bright day when it's your nighttime, and you're trying to sleep, it's not good. So for me, nah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either. But anyway, for me, like the first half, as I said, was just wake me up before you go, like the Wham song, and I had my rant regarding, like it was like working on a Windows 95, and there's Windows 11 out there. The levels are different levels, and
Mm.
I'm not going to slag the players, but I can sort of see that wasn't working. It was not working. Like they were like, me run. No, I'm knackered, man. Come on, like
Mm.
so this was a game we could have lost, but at the end of the day, like I'm grateful for 3 points, because you got to ask yourself the question. This is my rant.
Yeah.
Do you care about performance, or do you care about the 3 points, which will lead you up to the table? At the end of the day, that's what you matter. Like, it's the 3 points, according to my opinion. Performance will come eventually. Like, and this is the first game of the season, and the way I see it, remember, just take a memory lane back, flashback. Brighton, opening season, Ten Hag's
Mm.
first game. What happened? We lost 4-1, right? That was not a good experience. So I take this 1-0 with a pinch of salt, saying, thank you very much. We got 3 points in the bag. We move on to Spurs. And I know that the players there is going to get a belting from Ten Hag, and they probably did. They probably
Yeah.
got some extra punishment. And we're going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to play a beaten Spurs without Harry Kane. What they're going to do without Harry Kane? Where's the goals going to come from, Jarvis?
Yeah, we saw that Madison had a good game in his first game. So Madison is a good creator. They have goal scorers. They have Son. They have Kulusevski. They have Richarlison. So Spurs, they can still score goals, and it's strange when it comes to football, because when Harry Kane leaves, someone will step up. Some people are talking about Richarlison, that he will step up and do the job with Spurs. So who knows what's going to happen? But they will miss Kane, of course. 30 goals. It's not easy to be better than him. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I,
No.
I see a lot of people in the chat, Mick, are asking about the Amrabat deal. So should we just
Okay.
dig in and tell?
Yeah, okay. So here's the story, guys. Like, you that's been following this channel saw that we had an very, very exclusive interview only on MEFC Realist TV, was my friend Alfredo Pedola. We had an in-depth discussion. Jarvis was also in the green room, moderating and chatting and stuff like that. So basically, it was very clear and crystal obvious that Manchester United, through intermediates, has already pre-agreed the deal between the clubs, meaning they have already negotiated the fee. Personal terms has already been agreed long time ago. Sofian Amrabat only wants Manchester United. He rejected Liverpool once, he rejected Chelsea, he rejected Juventus, he rejected Saudi Arabia. He only wants to play for Ten Hag. And this is what's been told, right? So I find it very, very amusing that Klopp have, if you look at Jurgen Klopp, right? Has he lost his pull? His pull, Jarvis.
And well, he pulled his hamstring, for sure.
Yeah, true. Ever since he's pulled his hamstring, I
Yeah.
believe that he's kind of lost his pull, right? So you've seen that Casado and Lavia both have told that I only want to have love and hugs, beer hugs from, Pochettino, from Pochi, right? We don't want you, Klopp anymore, right? So Klopp is now acting desperate, right? Because basically Chelsea snubbed them from the two main targets, right?
Yep.
They were diddling duddling like for a couple of millions and peanuts for Romeo Lavia, and at the end of the day, you snooze, you lose, right? So Chelsea say like, hang on a second, we're gonna take your main target and we're gonna take your pocket change as well while you're at it. So they're basically going to snub two of the main targets. So now desperation, desperation. Oh, who else is in the market? Oh yeah, let's go. But haven't you learned, Kloppy and FSG, that this ain't gonna work, right? You already spoken to the agent. You already spoken to Amrabat. You already know the answer. So they have probably throw back the answer question again. Oh, would you be interested to play for Liverpool? He said, I told you once before. No, only Manchester United. I want to play for Ten Hag. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And that's what it is. That's what it is. So I don't believe anything what the media is saying, because at the end of the day, it goes what the heart says, what the player says.
Yeah, but when we speak about the facts, I agree what you're saying, Mick. And when we speak about the facts, if we make him wait for too long, who knows what's going to happen? Because we
Well,
saw when we made West Ham wait, and the deal with Maguire. Oh, I don't want to think of it,
yeah.
but and or it could be the agent of Amrabat who just want the deal done, so he pushes and spread a false rumor that Liverpool wants him, so United will get their
I
ass
mean,
here.
Mohamed Sino would not do that.
I don't
As
know,
an
but
age,
we have seen agents do this before. Do you remember what happened with
yeah,
Ronaldo? Suddenly, City bid for him, and then
yeah,
United. Wow.
yeah. But they could be, but no. If in general Liverpool has been inquiring to see like, oh, is there still a chance? He says, no, 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 no. I have a pre-em agreement already with the United, 25 plus 5, 30. That's it, right? That's it. So what's taking so long from United's side is just formality. That is it, because hey, I repeat again, there's not been a bid submitted. This has been like, negotiated by the intermediates. The reason per se what they've done so, because their prime focus was too busy to negotiate for Onana. They got the first target over the line. They got also Rasmus Højlund. That was an intense negotiation. We heard that from Padola as well. And they in the interim, like in the used contractors, like intermediates to negotiate it, to come to agreement of the, how much this, that. So what it is just United to contact, and I believe they are doing so this week, to say the formality, 25, we sold Fred, we see what's going on with the, what's his name, Donny van der Beek. It's XYZ. So money is there to be spent and be triggered. At the end of the day, the window has 2 more weeks to be open, so I'm not panicking at this stage, not even for Harry Maguire, not even for Eric Bailly. They will sort it out, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you're that calm. Speaking of Liverpool and midfielders, Fabrizio Romano had an exclusive for 1 minute ago. He said Liverpool have submitted a formal bid to sign Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo on a permanent deal from
Yeah, there you go.
Stuttgart, the Bundesliga. So they are trying to sign other midfielders, and suddenly,
Yeah.
what happened to Amrabat?
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is an inquiry. Why wouldn't you? It's a cheap, right? 25 plus 5, 30 million euros. And arguably to say, Jarvis, you can agree with me if I'm having my rant. Like, if you're paying 100 million for Declan Rice and you're paying like, 115 million for Moises Caicedo, it's crazy. We did the show regarding this actually when we compare those three individuals, and they were exactly like for like, the same outputs, even better stats. I wouldn't say that he's an understudy to Casemiro. I think Amrabat is more of a box to box number 8 that can play in Casemiro's role as well, who's got that legs, who's got that intensity, who's got that tenacity. Because do remember that Casemiro is turning 30. He's got great ability, great reading of the ball and stuff like that. But can he run like Amrabat? So there'll be instances where they can sort of rest Casemiro and play Amrabat, or they can play them in a double pivot or a little bit more advanced and sort of rest what do you call it, Mason Mount. And by the way, got a lot of stick from the United fans, which I don't agree with, to be honest, right?
Well, he had the stinker of a game, to be honest. But
He did, but who didn't? Everyone had.
Yeah, but when it comes to Amrabat, I just want to say how I see it. I see Mainu as Casemiro's understudy. I see Amrabat as the first choice for replacing Ericsson, and I see Mount being backup for Bruno in an
Mm.
ideal world. That's how I also think Ten Hag sees it.
Yeah. Sharon Begley, like, big up for you. Like, I recognize you from Twitter as well, like, saying the player will not wait forever. And I beg a question back to you, Sharon. Like, if you are in love with somebody, right? You know that feeling. You have the butterflies. The only person you want is that person. And if that person promised you, wait, sweetheart, I'm going for a little trip. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Will you wait for me? Yes. Of course you would, right? You don't want to play for anyone else. You don't want to talk to anyone else. You only want to talk to that person that just left and made you a promise.
Mm.
That's what it is. Because at the end of the day, like, there's a tradition, like, either you go for money or you go to play for, you want to play for that manager. You want to play for that project, like Manchester United. And that kind of, Jarvis, leads me back to another rant, which comes down to money.
Mm.
We talked about it yesterday, Harry Maguire. Yeah, duh. I'm saying that that is his agent, that is 100% his agent. I did a piece this morning about it, right?
Mm.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. 100%, that is his agent, Steve, that's leaking out the story, because that's a party pooper. That's a kind of little bit of a cock blocker to say. Like, I wouldn't compare it to a Frankie de Jong situation, because Frankie was actually owned wages. This is a guy that they want to force out. This has been a guy that's been sat down with his agent in front of the manager. The manager's told him, I'm not going to play you. I'm going to strip down your captaincy. Look for another employment. The agent has told him, nah. According to contractual, you're going to miss out some wages. Let's extort them for money, right?
Mm.
In principle, that is party pooping. That is spoiling the party, because West Ham had an agreement in place with Manchester United. Everything was sweet and dandy, medicals pending, all that stuff. It's the agents that is whispering in his ear, right? So you got to look yourself in the mirror, like, who are you listening to? Is it
Mm.
two persons in your life, your wife or your family and your agent, that are kind of whispering in your ear to, no, don't leave. Take, that's 15 million, like, mate, for 2 years. But hang on, I'm a footballer. I want to play football, right? So for me, you are putting yourself, Harry Maguire, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I don't slag players, but I'm an intermediate, so I understand how it works, right? So all I'm saying, in fiery, feisty, I'm angry, because I'm looking at you as a footballer. You want to play ball, right? And if you think you're going to rock up now to Old Trafford and be loved, I mean, people have their now right to boo you, to be honest, because the way you're behaving is not good enough. The way you've been speaking to the press to say, I don't need to prove myself. I'm the captain. I'm Harry Maguire. You know what I mean? So for me,
Mm.
that is a colossity of delusion, to be honest, and greed, right? That's my rant, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, listen to me, I'm saying there is still 2 weeks left in this window, even if it's not for West Ham. But I believe that is the agent trying to force the hand of United to pay up the 9 million at least, right?
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, this is the last window, according to FIFA regulations, that agents can make money. Before they used to be able, there's a cap, there's an agency fee cap on 5%, right? That's the maximum they can earn. So they want to make money, 100%.
Mm.
But there's stories coming out also that, I think it was Aston Villa also, with Mings was injured as well, right? So there might be an opening there.
Yeah.
There was also a story that some other European club was also looking. So there's people with injury looking for a temporary solution, like a centre back. But I don't know. I personally believe it's not over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, I agree. I think we can still sell Maguire. If he goes to West Ham, that's I'm not sure about, but other clubs can come up with because I think it's only Premier League clubs who can afford his salary at the moment because of the Premier League standing. When it comes to salaries, we are much better than even La Liga and PSG and Real Madrid, and yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think
Um,
we should catch up with the VAR room, guys. For we've been ranting, people asking about like the Sheikh Yasin bid and stuff like that. That's still undisputed. That is what it is. Like with Sheikh Yasim as owner, we would have Kane, Casado, and KMG now. I don't think so. It wouldn't matter. We covered this before. Even if you have new owners, the maximum what you can push into the kitty, according to the FFP rules and everything, is 50 million quid. That's it. It ain't gonna make any difference. And Milo Šmitić is saying that kudos pošto mogućnost da priđe u Ajaxa u West Ham. You saying about Mohamed Kudos being linked to Ajax, not to West
no,
Ham.
West Ham. Yeah.
West Ham, yeah. So that isn't a possibility, right? So
Mhm.
Mohamed Kudos to West Ham, we see. But I don't believe that, David Moyes, he wants to target, they said, I don't know what the truth is, right? I think the stallment of that is the agent telling Stalling to say, otherwise the deal would be done ages ago, right?
Mhm.
That's the problem. If you want to sell me your motorbike, Jarvis, like you say, oh yeah, I want to buy your motorbike, 30,000. Okay, 30,000. And by the way, for me to sell it, I want 10,000. Does that make any sense?
No.
You're taking a commission by your own sell? Come on, man. Okay, let's see. When we will complete the Amrabat deal, only God knows, and the agents know, and Manchester United know.
Yeah, but
And
okay, I will challenge you, Mick. Sorry to interrupt you. I will challenge you on that. Can you give me an estimation of what you think will happen the last 2 weeks? How will this Amrabat deal will be completed? Do you think you have to sell one more player to have the funds, or do we have the funds already because we shipped out Fred even for a small
I
sum?
think the following. My logical thinking is that our hands are full with solving this problem with Harry Maguire at the moment, with getting Eric Bay out the door, because adding those two together and including Brandon Williams and all that stuff, right? That's budget, right? That's big money, right? We're talking about 50, 60, 70 million off the wage bill if you get rid of them. So I think they are so busy at the moment trying to solve that puzzle. And that is the delay, to be honest, right? I 100% believe in my heart, after speaking to Pedola, after speaking to the market, after understanding the player's position, that he will become a Manchester United player. It's not about when, it's about that we actually get him off the line. That is my standpoint, Jarvis.
Okay. I see Molin Patel says have some breaking news. He puts in the chat. Oh, I gotta go all the way down. Okay, and a little bit up. Here we have it. The breaking news is reports of Liverpool closing on a deal for Sofian Amrabat are understood, but to be wide off the mark. Not expecting previous interest in the Moroccan to be followed up this summer.
That's what I told you. What does it say? They are trying again, like Klopp is flirting again, like last time I offered you a beer. Do you want champagne? No. I want a limousine. What you offer me is an Uber taxi home, Jorgen. I don't want that. I want be treated with luxury. Give me that nice champagne and chocolate and strawberries. And it's red, but it's not Liverpool red. It's Manchester United red. You Klopp, you got heartbroken the third time. Sit down. And people are going to rant now. All the freaking ESPN, all the pundits, Liverpool's going to finish second. Liverpool's going to finish third. Look, they have a donut hole. They inherited the McFred donut hole. They don't have a midfield. They don't. Okay, they have Sabuslai, what's his name? And an average McAllister, right? What about the rest? Right?
Yeah, they have a couple of youngsters, but that's it.
I don't see it. I don't see it. That's my rant, right? Okay, so another thing that I want to bring up, okay? Let's put all this to bed, because now this Amrabat story needs to be put to bed, because I think we talked a lot about it right now. So I want to talk about Arsenal. Knock, knock. Arsenal, listen, I apologize. My best friend is probably watching, Alex Gunner. I'm sorry, mate. I told you so. don't get overinflated. Don't get too excited. Your performance 2-1 against, was it Nottingham Forest, wasn't the best. I don't think so. It could have been 2-2, to be honest. But the matter of fact that you bought, and I feel sorry for the lad. I feel really sorry for Timber, because that was one of our targets that we could have got, Jarvis. That was one of the Ten Hag's little sons as well.
Your sound is breaking up, Mick. It's on and off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now it's
Hear me
better.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, Urin Timber was told by no other than Louis van Gaal to don't go to Manchester United. So what did he do? End up going to Arsenal, and I feel sorry for the lad because he got a knee injury, serious ACL, out for the season. Is that correct, Jarvis?
Yeah, as the report I read today, it was an ACL injury. That's a knee injury. That's really bad. It's often 9 to 12 months. So, my estimation, what I read, he's out for the rest of the season, sadly, for him.
It's very sad. But also, who else is injured? The striker. I mean, we're talking about Jesus. Jesus that walked on
Yes.
water. Yeah, they praise this guy, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. They invested, what, 100 million in a midfielder, right? Instead of going for a striker. They invested, how much did they pay for Timber? 50, 60, right?
Well,
100,
50 something.
yeah, something 150 for 2 players. That's stupid recruitment. One is injured, the striker is injured. They don't have a depth in the midfield. I don't see Arsenal, as I said in the pre-match prediction, to be. They will be in the top 4, but with Champions League, it will be very, very difficult. But who are we to say? Because we played shit on Monday, to be honest, right?
Yeah. Red J, he says 6 to 9 months. I haven't read all the details if it
6
was
to
the
9
front
months.
ligament or on the sides, because the knee is very complex, the joint. So, yeah, but 6 to 9 months, that's a tragedy for him anyway. So, anyhow, so it's not good for him.
Yeah, but
personally.
even if you, even I never done a ligament in my knee, so but even 6 to 9 months, even Zlatan did that too. But he was aligned to come back, right? But that's the whole season. But coming back, then you have to get into training fitness, match fitness. I would say that he's out for the season.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. You're right, but it's not good when footballers get long injuries. I don't wish my rival teams injuries. It's hard
No,
now.
I don't. No, I
The
don't.
Premier League is losing out now. Kevin De Bruyne is out. Gabriel Jesus is
Yes.
out. We have a lot of good players who's out with long injuries at the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure why. But I think you see, there's been so many games, and even in preseason, they play too much games. There's no restitution, and this is what happens. So
Yeah, but
I think the Premier League and the Football Association have to take a look at themselves and figure out how they want to do this, because every team can't have 50 players available, triple for every position. That can't be possible. So
No.
yeah.
No, I there's 2 points I want to mention in that point. That's tying back to what we discussed earlier, because both City and Arsenal played in US as well, didn't they? Right?
Yeah.
So that's the traveling, and they've played on AstroTurf.
Yes.
That's very, very hard on your knees and your feet.
Well, it's
and
not
your
the old
ankles.
AstroTurf like a rug. It's like artificial grass, so it's much harder than
Yeah.
regular grass, but it gets you injured. Yes, it's
Yeah.
much
And
harder on
this
your back, on your knees, on all your joints.
and you can argue to the point that, oh, Angie gifted membership, 5 membership. Angie, you're a legend, guys. Big up, Angie. Thank you for gifting 5 membership. You are such a darling, such a sweetheart. Thank you so much, guys. Please accept those membership, because they were going like butter. They were going like a frying pan on a butter, hot butter. But in order to do so, you have to click on the green icon on top of the chat to accept. The first 5 will get it, but you also have to enable you to receive the gifts as well, per my understanding, Jarvis.
Yes, I can see we have new members. It's King Stash with this big stash, and we have Dave Harrison, we have Abdi Cody, we have Nicholas Mai Tai, and Quad Sport Carl. So 5 new members. Remember to thank Andrew. Welcome.
Big up, welcome to MUFC Realist TV. We are now building a squad depth actually, Jarvis. I think we have over 100 players, right? But we also have the league as well, to be honest, right? So thank you guys for supporting us. But do remember, this is a free membership. Once that month is coming to end, I think you will get a sort of an email, don't you, from Google or something to say.
No, on YouTube, it just make a notification in YouTube.
Oh, okay. But I just want to say that this means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Angie, because what you see here is the new setup, new development, new technology, and everything that you guys are donating, it goes right back into the production. That's what it is. And I have to still pay Jarvis a lot of Snickers as well. And postal costs a lot of money to send it to Tromsø up in Norway.
Mhm.
You know how difficult it is. Like, not even Santa goes up there. Cold.
It's too far.
So big up for all of you. You're magical. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jarvis. I lost my train of thought. What would you?
Yeah, I have a chat here I wanted to highlight. It was from John Johnson also, but we can read out this congratulations to all those who got a membership. Welcome. Yes, welcome. But John Johnson had something here about Timber. I just want to end the Timber and injury thing. He said, I feel bad for Timber. Wish him a speedy recovery. Haven't done my ACL, but I have snapped all the ligaments in my foot. So yeah, John Johnson knows all about injuries. So speedy recovery, Yuri and Timber.
Oh yeah, no. I just want to tie that back in because Kobe Maino also played an AstroTurf in the first game against Real Madrid. And AstroTurf, I played the game. I know AstroTurf. You know, it's not like grass. You know, you put your studs down in and it gets stuck easily stuck. So I don't like when we're playing Astro. And big up for John Johnson. He's been a member now for 2 months as well. Big shout out to you. Big shout out. We've seen it all. We won the lot.
We Man
Yeah, okay.
United and we
And
never
we're
gonna
never
stop.
gonna stop. So, yeah, so I'm all gassed up, to be honest. And yes,
Nico has a comment on the injuries. He says all injuries comes up because of the fatigue from the regular season. Yes. Plus
Yes.
a lot of players played for the national team in the World Cup in
Yes.
the middle of the regular season. This is
Yes.
the root cause. So yeah, you're spot on, Nico. Very good
100%.
comment.
You know, that was the train of thought that I lost. And thank you, Nico, for reminding me, because that was point number 3 that I want to mention, part of the rant as well, because part of these injuries that you see now is, I'm powerlifting, I'm going to the gym, I played football, same as Jarvis. Everything comes in retrospective, like, everything that you've done pre-season and stuff like that. If you don't have a proper rest, injuries will catch up. Simple as that. Same with mental health. Like, it just hits you in the back of the brain and all of a sudden you're just like, anxiety. Same with injuries. 100%. That was the most unprecedented, and I never want to see that again, Jarvis. I never want to see a World Cup in the middle of a traditional summer World Cup, not played in the winter, because that was brutal, right? We played, literally, Manchester United played the most games out of everyone. We were in every cup competition. I think we played over 63, 64 games or something like that. And of course, Bruno played every single game except one, didn't he?
Yeah, he played over 6,000 minutes last season. He was the only player who played 6,000 minutes plus.
So even if you feed him kryptonite, he will still run.
Well, as you say, it will catch up to you. So that's why I'm fearing. I said it before. We will see the Bruno burnout during this season.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah. Neil Driscoll is saying that Arsenal paid £38 million for Timber, and that's money down the drain for the season. That's money that the manager planned for, and I feel sorry for him. But I feel sorry for the player. But do I feel sorry for Arsenal? No, I don't, because I only care about Manchester United. That's what I do. Absolutely beautiful people. So Jonathan Borg is also here. Greedy shit glazes. I'm not going to say that because that's YouTube algorithm. John Johnson, big up to you for 12 months. Let's see. I got to catch up with the VR room, guys. Sorry for that, for you chatting alone. Jamie Wayne, forgot to mention you, Jamie. Big up to you, our little personal pit bull. Be cool and composed, Jamie. Woof woof. It's a bone, fetch. He loves it. And William Connolly is basically saying, oh well, Stephanie, this is a point that I want to cover before we continue. That's the reason why we need a replacement. We need a Amrabat or Bruno cannot play every single game, even if it's captain. He needs a rest too, right? So I'm afraid. This is my afraid that one day we will see Bruno fall down, Mister. I'm not injury, legs of steel, right?
Hmm.
So he needs to be managed properly as well. But I would say that Bruno manages himself very, very good. I mean, I remember this interview say, I have a very supportive wife. I take a lot of naps and I do recover during the day, and she lets me. And that's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It is. Behind every great man stands an even greater woman. That's just the way it is.
Or, as jokes aside, behind a successful woman stands a man staring down at her ass.
It was a joke. A joke.
It was a joke, please. But that was a joke, I do like diversity. I do, I embrace people that are, successful and going for it. And except for Harry Maguire that just wants to sit and bench on collect money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Angie has a question for you, Mick.
Yes.
Do
Where
I
can
get
I send it to you?
free Snickers, Mick?
Yes. Where to send me your PO box number? I'll send it to you. Okay, I think we rounded up the rant here, Jarvis. I think I'm out of Arsenal, except for one point, which we just quickly going to cover quickly. And I
Quickly.
think Green is out of the wood.
Yes, but basically, what happened? I will just say my interpretation of the news that came out today about Mason Greenwood. Basically, they say we haven't made up our mind yet, and there's no new information. So we have had this discussion before, and for me, I feel okay. Everybody has had their say. So what's more to say? I will wait until we have more information before we can say anything about the Greenwood thingy. What
Yeah,
do you
no,
mean?
I had my say on that. It's been deadwood for a long time, and there's, I mean, if I look from a PR planning perspective, like this, we always said like it's too much to handle for the global fan base. Like first, you got to deal with the transfer market, close the transfer market. As soon as they have some indication, they will come up with the Greenwood story, and then after that will come with the sales. So there, good three things comes in three. Oh, what did he say? There's a saying like all things comes in a pair of three or something like that.
Yeah, basically. Your mic is a little bit high up, so you're breaking up a little bit when you talk. So
Okay, now,
can hear you.
can I say Hoyland?
Yes, you can say Höjlen.
Hoyland. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was stressing. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you good now.
Loud and clear. Okay, so
Loud and
so
clear.
basically, my stance on Greenwood is that I don't look at the person himself. I don't look at the overall. I look what's best for the club, and whatever is best for the club is what I heard. They're going to come up with an exclusive interview with Harriet and Mason and Manchester United, and they're going to tell the story, what really happened, what went on, and based on that, we will take it from there. Right.
Yep.
Until then, he's still a Manchester United player according to contract. I believe that Richard Arnold is the one that's going to make the decision. We'll just wait and see. But I have a sneaky feeling he ain't going anywhere. That's the thing, right? Because there's been nothing on the transfer market. There's no loan. We need strikers. We need firepower. I don't know. For me, we
Yeah,
see.
when it comes to the team, of course we need a striker, but do we need Greenwood? That's another discussion. But we will know when we have more information, and then I will gladly take the discussion because it has to be
Yeah,
spoken about.
100%. I don't want people in the VR to get emotional if we talk about it. As a fan base, we need to talk about it. That's the thing, right? He's one of us. He's red, right?
Yeah.
He's family. Technically speaking, he is. And he was always, you loved him before this incident. I mean, even if he comes back, would you still not love him, or would you just give him a second chance? Because I believe people deserve second chances in life if they come out and explain themselves, because we don't know what's the story. That's the thing.
Yeah, but moving on.
Jarvis, moving on up, moving on up. So big up to all of you. It's time. Now, what do we have to talk about now, Jarvis?
Yeah, we have the Rantions League. Isn't that the next on the point, or are we doing the Fantasy League?
Are we doing the Fantasy League? You're the
Oh,
grandfather. You're
El
the captain.
Fantastico League.
Okay, what do we
MUFC
have here?
MUFC Realist TV FPL League. That's what we are talking about. So, for everybody in the chat who haven't played FPL yet, just make a team. It's not too late. You will only miss one round, but it's 37 rounds left, so you can still win it. And I will put the code into the chat.
Yeah. Listen, I'm novice. I have never played this before, to be honest. I'm too busy. I was forced into it. When I saw the result, I was like a little bit of ashamed, to be honest, because technically I didn't know what I was doing, but somebody has to teach me. But listen, this is the overall table. Like, we was last updated on Tuesday, 15th of August, and I understand you have to put in your prediction for the weekend game as well, Jarvis. So
Yes.
okay. So for people who hasn't played the Fantasy League, can you explain what this is all about?
I will just, if you, people can see on my screen, there's the code. It's PPPJU0.
Ah,
PPPJU0. That's the league code. So if you want to join PPPJU0.
So if I want to join you to PP, I yeah. Go to PP Island in Thailand. Listen,
Island, yes.
remind me, my friend, remind me, because you know I'm so busy. Remind me that the best way to do it is to put in the video description, right? Join the Fantasy League, and here's the link, and put it in the description so you guys can go and copy and paste. Remind me to do that afterwards, people.
Yeah,
please.
And I will put the code into the non-live comments after the show, so everybody can go in there if you don't remember
100%.
the code. Yeah.
But Jarvis, I think it's time for you to go and go. Explain what this is all about. Come on, how many teams are playing at this moment? How many teams are in the MUFC Realist TV?
At the moment, I think we are about 60 something teams, so it's a lot of competition. And we have some of the presenters on the panel who's joining. Mick has a team. I have a team. Daly has a team. Who else do we have? We have, of course, Phil Standish. Yeah, so you can, and all the legends in the chat, of course. A lot of them are in the IC. For example, Neil Driscoll is here, and I just want to say, Neil Driscoll, you're last.
No, I thought I was
only
last.
Go better from now.
Okay, all right. On the first ranking spot, big up. I must say big up because I don't really understand it, but you can explain. Red Devils, Mateusz Radomski is leading on 89 points. Is that big? What is it, Jarvis? Tell me, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a very good score in the first. But I will go into his team, and I can see he has a lot of good players. He has Onana, Chilwell, Estupiñán, Saliba, Saka, Rashford, Mbueno, Salah, Eze, and Haaland captain. So we had double points on Haaland, 26 Howler, and João Pedro, the very, very cheap striker from Brighton. So this is a really good team. So I must congratulate you. And he's
That's
ranked 76,000 in the world out of 9 million teams almost.
Wow. That's big points, mate. That's awesome big points, man. I gotta give big up, Maddie. Big up for being for 89 points and 76,000 ranking in the world. This is just the start, isn't it, Jarvis?
Yeah.
You know, so you do need transfers here as well, so you can actually swap the players.
But you only have one transfer every round. That's the catch. You can do more transfers, but then you lose out points. -4 points for every extra transfer. So are you doing 3 transfers? So you get -8 points.
Yeah. What I did for mistake, the mistake that I did was do an auto pick. You can do that. And that generated shit players. And that's where I ended up when I ended up. You know, it's too stressed. Anyway, big up for Maddie for being in the first place. Second place, currently sitting. Hang on. Well, what is it rank? Where's rank 2? Okay.
Yeah.
This must be
21 incoming. Farouk Ademi.
Yes.
85 points.
85 points. Brilliant. He's got Onana, Trippier, Guehi, Shaw, Mitoma, Madison, Bruno Fernandes, Odegaard, Haaland, Isak, and Watkins.
Hmm.
Team is
I
what?
see Isak is the most popular player. Everybody is transferring in Isak for round two because he scored a couple of goals for Newcastle. But as I see it now, Newcastle are playing really hard games. So my tip is wait with Isak because now they have Manchester City next round. Then they have Liverpool and Brighton. So wait with Isak and the Newcastle players. That's just my little tip.
Yeah. But Jarvis, who's your insider trader here now? Come on, tell us what's the secret. Now, but seriously, like you can only you can only pick three out of your home team. Like if you're playing
Yeah,
Manchester United, only three players. So you
only
got to
three.
mix it up, right? On third, what does it say? Second, first, third, and fourth. Ah, okay, yeah. I get it. So we have two on equal spot, which is Tora, Blood, and Press, which is Ronnie Stromset, right? Ronnie, where are
Yeah,
you from, my friend?
he's Norwegian and it's called the Tora Blue or Pess.
Ah,
I'm not going to say what it means in English. So the
I know,
YouTube
Blood and
algorithm.
Press. Yeah, okay. So he's on 84 points. He has Johnston in goal,
Mhm.
Saliba, Chilwell, Estupinian, very good one, Rashford, Saka, Mobueno, Martinelli, and Bruno Fernandes. On top, he plays with Haaland and Watkins. And he's, of course, he's Norwegian, so he's got to pick an Haaland, right?
Yeah, but everybody has Holland as their captain because Holland is Holland. He scores 2 to 3 goals every game, so
Ah,
it's you have to have Holland as captain. That's the thing.
yeah. So what's so special with this team then? So is
Nah,
it?
it's a okay team, but the thing is, everybody look at the big FPL accounts and they come with recommendations, and everybody play the recommendations. So it's basically.
Ah, that's the inside information. So
Mhm.
basically, the way this works is basically prior the game, it's a fantasy. You put in the players, right? And based on their performance, right, you get the points, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
say if Haaland scores two goals, you get extra points, right?
Yeah,
Or
you get points for goals and assists and a clean sheet, and the defenders get extra points for goals and clean sheets, and the goalkeeper get a lot of points for a clean sheet. So it depends where they play.
oh,
Yeah,
well, I'm currently single now since my wife left me, so I'm not gonna have any clean sheets tomorrow.
I see something interesting in this table. We have to go to spot number 7, Dallas Cowboys. There we have
Ah,
some you
Jay,
know. That's Jay Daly, and he plays
yeah.
fantasy. He has a good team actually. Onana, Chilwell, Gabriel Estupiñán, Bruno Fernandes, and his captain is of course Haaland. And he plays with Watkins from Aston Villa as his second striker. So yeah, that's good team, Jay. And because I think me and Jay we are going to battle this out this season.
Ah,
But I'm
good
going
stuff.
for the win. I'm going for it.
Big up for Jay as well. Big up for being one of our own. He's one of our
Let's
own. So
let's see who else.
wrong button. That was almost the end there. Like you know what I mean.
Okay. Okay, we have some other players and names I see here. We have, let me just go down. We can give them some shout outs. We have, for example, in place number 31. Can you go
Okay,
down?
we have. I'm still gonna go like I'm gonna go from Bobby. Bobby is
Yeah,
Fatty, basically
Patty.
sitting on the Fatty's there, like 84 points. Big up for you. So we're gonna look at Fatty's team as well. One of our members and moderators. He's got Onana, Estupinian, Thiago Silva, Botman, Fernandez, Rashford, Saka, Mitoma, Darwin Nunes, and Isak and Haaland. Isak is a very good player, right?
Yeah,
Swedish.
Isak is a really good player. I watched him a lot when he played in Real Sociedad
Yeah,
with Martin Odegaard, and he
yeah.
was super talented.
We
I
have
like
Brooksy
I
here
like
on 12th place as well. Brooks is in the chat at the moment. Shall we look at Brooksy's score as well?
Yeah, if Brooksy wants us to show his team, I hope it's okay.
100%. Yeah, he's got Timber there. Timber's injured, so now it's 0 point for you.
Oh,
But
oh,
Onana, Chilwell, Estupinian, Saka, Martinelli, Bruno Fernandes, Mitoma, and up front he's playing João Pedro, Haaland, and Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson, yes, the,
Nicholas
the the
Jackson.
the Chelsea striker. He was actually really good in the Chelsea game. He had 6 or 4 shots on goal, but no output. But he looks like a guy who will score a lot of goal this season
And
for Chelsea.
where are you, my friend?
Well, you have
Ah, there, 28.
number. No, 31. 31, peace, love, and bananas.
Number 31.
Yeah, you see, I have 72 points because I was trying to be smart. I was thinking that we were going to crush Wolves and Bruno Fernandes on penalty would have get a lot of points, but my captain only got 3 points, so I lose out. Everybody has Haaland with his 13 points, so that was not
Hmm.
good. But
Okay.
I'm happy going forward. I think I have a good squad, and this will go well in my estimation. So give it a
So,
couple of rounds.
yeah. You got
The
Onana,
most
Trippier.
important in the first round, you don't want to be last, Neil Driscoll.
No, 100%, 100%. Nah, don't be nice. No, be nice.
I know
Behave.
he's such a
Okay,
good guy.
so you
With this
have
banter.
Onana. You have Onana, Trippier, Gabriel, Estupinian. I've seen this Estupinian combination before. Martinelli is a good choice, right? Rashford, Saka, Bruno Fernandes, and Solly Marsh. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Haaland, of course, since you're Norwegian, as your captain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scored a brace, and João Pedro.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, what else? We're not going to spend so much time on this because we're running out of time. But John Johnson is here. Everyone is here. You have two teams. I saw that. You cheater. As well. So, where's Mick Ruby? Mick Ruby is on 62 points.
Let's see,
What?
Ruby Red Devils.
No. Wait. Where did you see Driscoll? Oh,
67.
okay. So, I'm on 60 on 50 points. Right. So this is me, right? This is what I did. I did an auto pick, so I didn't know. So I didn't know how to swap them. So I had Nick Pope, I had Chilwell, Virgil van Dijk, James, Ben White, Kulusevski, Anthony, Foden, Madison, Watkins, and Mitrovic. What a team! What a team! What a team! So no wonder.
You need to use the free hit chip and change all your players for next round.
Okay,
That's my
cool.
advice because that
So
team
at least
sucks.
I'm not in relegation then, Jarvis. Like, so we have no. That's I was in relegation, right?
Yeah, you're in relegation. I also see Jale there. Jale Malmin. He's number 60. The Empire Returns. Star Wars.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I can just
Well,
read out. He has 51 points. He also had Urian Timber, not good, and Kevin De Bruyne, two guys who's injured for a long, long time. So, yeah, it is what it is.
it is what it is, mate. And you live and learn, and that's the thing. Like, so I need a little bit of advice. I need to call Jay. Jay has been playing this for years. He's a master, so Master Yoda. I'm gonna give you Jay. I'm gonna give you a call actually because I don't want to be in the relegation. I'm very competitive. I'm a sore loser, and I don't want to be there. To be honest, I don't want to close my eyes. No, I don't want to. So Jarvis, so people join. Is it too late to join or?
No, it's not too late to join, but you miss out on the first round, so you won't get the first 60, 70, 80 points. But,
Hmm. So that's what it is, right?
mhm.
Hmm. Okay. So listen, I have my cat. Can you just take over for a second because I need to open the
Yeah.
door for my cat.
I see here, actually, Jamie Wayne says Gravenberg links are true. Do you have any source on that, Jamie Wayne? So please share it in the chat, and I will post it because it's very interesting. Because Gravenberch, he's one good player, and he's the kind of player I feel we need because he's a deep lying playmaker. He can control the ball, control the tempo of the game. So that what we were missing last game. I think it was too much hot potato, and we were rushing every attack. Let's see here. Okay, Jamie says it's from a mixed tweet from Pedula. Okay, really? I have to check out the mixed tweets. Then we have George Best. He says, big up room. Hope everybody is well. So big up George Best ST 1007, or how you read your name. Good man, good man. And George Best, he always do the timestamps after the stream, so you can go in and pick what you want to see. Let's see. Stephanie Griffin talks about the FPL league. I think it's a race, not a sprint. She says, Yes, you are right. And we have Lee Parker. He says, it's my first year playing since the days of playing it out in the sun paper. Yeah, back in the days it was in the paper. You could play the FPL. I'm not sure if it was called FPL at that time, but I used to play it too at that time. Let's see. And William Conley say, "Oh, you can always play the wild cards. I'm sure to get two, so no point deduction when making transfers." That's true, William Connolly. Stephanie Griffin, my good friend Stephanie, says 30 likes. So people, get the likes up. It's the little thingy with a thumb up. Push it and we will get more likes. That's very important for us, for the algorithms, so people get this video recommended and our channel can grow. So like and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, let's see. DJ Superfly says Mitrovic is going to Saudi, isn't he? Well, there's a lot of rumors about Mitrovic going to Saudi. I haven't seen it confirmed any place, but I think they are negotiating. So maybe he will go. That's the way it is. Let's say. And Jay Thanky, he has actually joined the Fantasy League. If you don't have the code, I can just share it one more time. As you see here, it says PPPJU0. And Mick is back.
Yeah. I'm absolutely back. Sorry.
I have a double screen. How do I push transition or what? Yeah,
No. I'm absolutely back. Sorry, my cat is terrorizing me. You know what I mean? He's really really annoying. But listen, guys, we're entering the final race, and thank you, Jarvis. Thank you for people for being patient. What we're going to do is call it the fixer, the mixer, the score predictions. This is the first time we're going to do this. What we're looking at here, guys, is pretty much the way he finished last week, right? You know, we saw that all the results and currently the table and all that stuff, right? So you can't really judge it, right, by the first game. But Manchester United currently sitting on the 7th, XYZ. But what's more important is the round 2. What we're going to do here together, Jarvis, and I need you to managing the chat while we do that. We're going to walk through the games that we are looking at ahead, which is Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield United. And I want everyone to sort of contribute. What do you think will be the score here? And then we'll top it in here. Nottingham Forest at home, that is an easy win. What do you reckon?
I think Nottingham Forest will win. I think they had a good game against Arsenal last, and Nottingham Forest, they are good when they play at home. Is it City Ground? I think it's called Nottingham Forest place. So yeah, I think they will win against Sheffield United. And Sheffield United have lost all their best players. They just sold Sander Berge, the Norwegian defensive midfielder. He was one of their main guys, and they sold him to a relegation rival. So Sheffield United has almost lost the race before it begins, for when you ask me.
Okay. What do you reckon will be? 1-2-0?
I think Nottingham Forest will... I don't think Sheffield United will score, so 2-0.
Okay. 2-0 then.
Yeah.
I guess guys will agree 2-0 for Nottingham Forest. And we go to Luton Town, the upcoming against Burnley. That's an interesting one. 2-0 says William Connolly as well to Forest. He's totally agreeing well. So I got Luton Town playing at home against Burnley. That is a tough one. But they played each other before, right? In the Champions League. Championship, sorry, not Champions League.
Yeah. They know each other from last season. I like what Burnley are doing. They are playing. They are buying a lot of good players. The ex-Manchester City centre back, what's his name? Who's the coach there? Help me out, VAR room. Cuckoo, something on K. I can't remember his name at the moment.
Cuckoo.
Who's the manager of Burnley?
Sean Dyche. No.
Sean Dyche.
Is it Vieira?
No. The Manchester City centre back. who used to play for City, something on K, the Belgium company.
Yeah. Vincent
Thank you,
Company.
William Colony. I had a brain fart. Sometimes I can't even think.
Radio.
Well, I think Luton will score goals, but it will be a lot of goals. You could see that Burnley's defense is not good, so and you could see the same with Luton. So I think there will be maybe a 2-2 or a 3-2 to the home team.
Okay, quickly. We got to do this fast and furious, right? Luton
Okay.
Town. Okay, you say what
2-2.
you want. 2-2.
2-2.
Okay. 2-2. Okay, not 22. 2-2. So it's a draw then by other ones. And then we're moving on to Fulham versus Brentford. That's a good one.
Yeah, you can do this one.
Fulham will win 2-1.
Yeah, Brentford is really good at the moment. And Fulham is also good. Yeah, it will be a
2-1.
tight game. Tight game, 2-1. Yeah.
2-1.
Oh,
Okay,
Stephanie Griffith says 3-3.
3-3. Okay, should we go with the VR room?
Yeah, go for the VAR room. 3-3. Stephanie, you
3-3.
get the last decisive vote.
Okay, now Liverpool playing at Anfield against Bournemouth. That should be a walk in the park. You reckon?
Yeah.
Score
What
prediction,
do
please.
the VAR room predict? Liverpool, Bournemouth. How many goals will there be? Will Liverpool win or Bournemouth? If I should do a prediction, I think Liverpool will score a lot of goals. Maybe 4-1 is my prediction.
4-1.
Yeah.
3-1 to Liverpool. 3-1 Pool says John Johnson as well. 1-0 says Connolly to Bournemouth. He said will upset them as well. But I go with the 2-1 Liverpool, my hamstring. But 3-1. Now, I think it will be a 3-1. I go with 3-1 because we have to move on. 100%. Now, Wolves.
Yeah, we have Milos Mitic say 2-1 Liverpool, Stephanie Griffin 2-0 Klopp Flop, and Sharon Begley says 3-0 Liverpool. So there were 2 votes on 3-0, so I go for 3-0. Yeah, okay.
3-0 then.
Yeah.
They will not score. Okay, 3-0. Now, Wolves did quite well against us, but they cannot finish the dinner. I don't know. Mateus Nunes, they're very good players, but still no firepower. But they're playing at home, so I think this will be a tight one. They're playing Brighton, which is the Zerbi team. I think it will be a Brighton win.
Yeah, I also believe that. How many goals will Brighton score?
2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Will Wolves score? I don't. Their attack is really bad, so I don't think they will score 2-0.
No, 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the game that we all want to talk about, people. Brighton says 4-0, says Sharon Begley. Stephanie Griffith says 2-0 to Seagulls. Brighton 6-0 says Jarle Malmin.
Ooh.
Man, there's too many pepperonis on your pizza, mate. 6 of them, to be honest. Guys, I want to talk about the big one. The big one that we all been waiting for. It's the Spurs against United. 100%. No Harry Kane in the squad. The breakup of Son and Kane. New manager playing at Tottenham Hotspurs. They didn't play well. They did a draw. Happy days. I think we will get a win there.
Yeah, do you think we will win against Spurs? I'm not convinced after the last game.
I think it's going to be a 2-1. Oh, actually, Onana, clean sheet. He's been quite well.
Let's see
2-0
what
Manchester.
the VAR room says. We have here
1-0.
William Connolly says we will win 2-0 United. We have Stephanie says 3-0. We have to score first. That's the key for winning. Sharon Begley 1-0 to us. Jarle Malmin says 0-0. It's a draw. And Milo says 2-0 United. So I will say if we go like the average, will
2-0.
be 2-0 United.
2-0. I said 2-0 Manchester United.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. 2-0 most of the people said. I'm feeling very optimistic regarding that because the wheels will come off. Basically, they got a scraper from Erik ten Hag. Now Manchester City, this is another big one. Newcastle City. This is a very interesting. I cannot call this, guys. I cannot call this. Isak is on fire. Haaland, 2 Swedish versus Norwegian. I see a draw.
Yeah, but they're playing at Etihad Stadium. You know, the four people in there will frighten the Newcastle people.
Empty head, empty head, empty head.
Yeah. Okay, let's. I just want to see the VAR. John Johnson says 3-1 to City, and Charles Rapando says 3-1 win to City. Milos 3-1 City. Angie says actually Newcastle to win 2-1. Angie.
Mm.
And Stephanie says 2-2.
I see a draw. I see 2-2 here. I see a
William
2-2.
Connolly says 2-2. So we have 3-3, 2-2, 2-2, 2-1, 3-1,
It's a
3-1,
draw.
2-1.
It's a draw. I go 2-2. Can we go 2-2?
Yeah,
2-2.
let's go 2-2-2-2-2.
2-2. So we go 2-2 then. All right, moving on, moving on. We go for Villa. I like Villa. I like what Good Evening is doing there. That is a walk in the park,
Yeah.
in Villa Park. 100% against Everton. Guys, I want your score prediction. Please bring it in. Call it in for what you think Aston Villa will do against Everton. I start with you, Jarvis.
Yeah, I think Watkins will score a lot of goals. I think this is his game
love
now. He
Watkins.
will shine. So I think it's 3-0 Aston Villa.
3-0. I see Stephanie Griffith saying 3-0. Watkins hat trick. Malin Patel says also 3-0 Villa. Milos Micic says 2-0. 2-1. Charles Rapando says 5-1 even. 0-0 draw says Sharon Begley. Neil Driscoll is saying Forest 2-0. I mean, we're not on Forest. You missed the boat, Driscoll. Come on. 3-0 Villa. So it looks like a lot of people going for 3-0 Villa. Aston Villa win. Angie says also 3-0 Villa. Alan says 3-0 Villa. Martin Hansen 2-0. Neil Driscoll says 1-1 Fulham. Where are you, Driscoll? You're a little bit behind. 1-1. Okay. Driscoll is catching up. So, what should we say? 3-0? 2-0?
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be a good evening there
4-1.
as well.
3-0.
All right, we're going to submit those calculation score. Now, a London derby. West Ham United versus Chelsea.
Yeah, I will. Chelsea, I don't like their defense. They have three center backs. They played the 3-5-2 or the 5-3-2 formation last game. They're all slow. They have recovery pace. All three of them like Maguire. So I think West Ham will score a couple of goals. Bowen was good in the first game. I think West Ham will surprise Chelsea, and maybe who should we go for a West Ham win?
I see a lot of people saying draws. Marlin Patel says, Maddie R says 2-0 Chelsea. Marlin Patel says 1-1 draw. Sharon Begley says 2-1 to Chelsea. Martin Hansen say 1-0 West Ham. Madhouse is back in the house for more, says 1-1 is a draw. Neil Driscoll United to win. Driscoll, you're a little bit behind. But
Okay, but I see here John Johnson has a good comment. Chelsea won't play with three centre backs. Now they have Caicedo. It's his first
yeah.
game. Yeah. Oh, that's the scale is tipping for Chelsea then.
I
Chelsea
see a draw.
2-0 win. I see. Angie says 2-0 win for Chelsea and 2-1 West Ham.
2-1. 2-1. I think it's going to be a 2-1, but I can't decide to whom. It's West Ham at home. Home crowd. I think West Ham will pinch it with 2-1.
Yeah. Do you think so? I see Maddie R says West Ham played against Bournemouth and still managed to draw. So David Moyes bottled it again. But yeah.
I can't call it. I can't call it.
Stephanie get the final vote. 1-0 West Ham.
1-0. Okay. So we will go with 1-0. Anyone can override with a super chat. You know the rules. And we're coming to the final game. The deflated balloon Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Yet another London derby. Guys, call this because Arsenal's playing away against Crystal Palace. I don't know.
Palace is always good on Sellers Park. And Palace is the bogey team for all the top 6 teams. they usually win. They on Sellers Park against the top six, or at least it's a lot of trouble. So, and Arsenal didn't convince me in the first game against Nottingham Forest. So,
No, they
mm,
didn't. They didn't. And plus, they don't have firepower. They have Duran Timber injured. I don't know. I don't see. I don't see this. Maybe this could be an upset. This could be the banana skin of the season.
mhm.
I see a banana skin here. I see a 2-1 Crystal Palace.
Yeah, let's see what the VAR room is saying. Milos Mitic say Arsenal win 2-0. John Johnson 3-0 to Arsenal. Madhouse 3-1 Arsenal. Lee Parker 2-2. And
2-2.
we have Molin Patel says 2-1 Arsenal. And Matty R says Crystal Palace to win
2-1.
2-1. So basically, most of the VAR room says Arsenal is going to win this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I had a 2-1 for Arsenal, but realistically speaking, what is the majority of vote then? It's
Yeah,
a
I said
win for Arsenal.
Arsenal win 2-1. I think that's realistically speaking. I said Martin Hansen says 2-1 and Angie says 1-0 to Arsenal. So,
It's an Arsenal win.
yeah.
Okay. Going once, going twice. Martin Hansen says 2-1. I will calculate the score. Yay. Done. Done. Has it. So that means that. Oh my God. No. Hang on. Did I calculate it? Yes, I did calculate it, and all of a sudden the tables changed. And this is the beauty of this. That means that Brighton will all of a sudden, by the default of the name, will be first place. United will be in second for some reason. Arsenal third. Newcastle fourth. City fifth. Liverpool sixth. Fulham seventh. West Ham eighth. And we will have ninth Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, and yeah, this is just the beginning, but this is what we submit, and we will revisit for next week to see if
Everton,
we were right.
Wolves, and Sheffield United in the relegation zone after 2 games, if we are predicting this right. But United at second after 2 rounds, yeah, that will be good. I can live with that.
You could. So
Yeah.
I've submitted this, and we will revisit it. We will clip this, and we will see if we were right as a community. Big up for all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that was fun. That was something that we worked on today. Did you guys let us know in the comments? Did you enjoy this type of content together that we are predicting, not only for Manchester United, but we sit down every Wednesday going over the week ahead and just do a prediction. If we put a punt together, right? If we put in £1 each, maybe we can win something. I don't know, man. But I'm not a gambler.
Oh,
Let us
never
know.
mind.
Give us the feedback. There's 32 likes in the comments. Please smash that like. We forgot about that. Please. 100%. So Jarvis, did you enjoy this kind of content?
Yeah, it's funny. I like it. I follow the Premier League, I follow the FPL, and I try to stay in touch with all the other teams and figure out what's going on in the Premier League. So it's very good to think about it. What will be the results?
Mm,
The Arsenal
100%.
one, I'm not even sure that Arsenal will win. I have a strong feeling that Palace will stun Arsenal because they are the bogey team. So, but okay, the VAR room has spoken. I will follow the majority.
Now, I also believe, according to my opinion, I said I smell a banana skin here. This is the bogey. I think if there's somewhere they're not really at the races as of yet, I think they played over their abilities last season for some reason. This season, it's not going to be the same Arsenal. I don't think so. It's a little bit of a tinkering. Teta might jinx it. I think it will be a banana skin, according to my opinion. I think so, 100%. Now, I close down the shop now because now we're going to run things up, and I hope everyone is warmed up and ready and more positive for the weekend to come, because I'm really looking forward for this game, against Spurs, at least, as a United fan, And am I going to be nervous? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do I care how we play this time? No, I don't. Actually, I care about the 3 points, right? The form will come. Let us know what you think. 100%. Let's get into the chat room because I've been neglecting. I've been busy, I'm not hands free. I just want to sort of pay it forward to all of you, what you're saying here in the VR room. Jarvis, you've been the chief moderator here, so
Yep.
I just catching up here. So basically, 100% Mick, what George Best is saying there, like, they play far over their heads. That we're talking about Arsenal. They did. Just keep winning. What Stephanie's saying, she's just saying, just winning, the United performance will come. So see,
Yeah.
I think people are starting to catch my thought process, Jarvis. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just. So where's all the bloody likes according to what Angie's saying? Yeah, where is this like? Burn some extra calories, press it down there. There's the buttons down there. Anyway, big up to all of you. Smash the like. Maddie R still needs doing. And Maddie and Sharon is saying also that the most important thing is the win. Totally agree with you, Mick. So that's it. The most important is the win. And Jamie Wayne is saying, what does he say? Mick, I have something to ask Gravenberg links true. Don't know, man. Is it true? Do you reckon? Let's talk about it as a community. Do you reckon the Gravenberg link is on? Ten Hag connection, Ajax.
No, I don't believe it. I think the Amrabat deal is true, and I think we want Pavard, but I don't think we have the money at the moment. Can we do a third signing? I just hope we can get the two other signings over the line, and then I will be actually happy.
Harry Maguire is in the house. I believe that's Harry Maguire. That is Harry Maguire saying, how were we doing at this stage last season? I love that question, Madhouse, to be honest. And I said that in the intro. Remember Brighton, the banana skin, Eric Ten Hag's first? And all I'm been saying this week, and it's been cool and composed, I see that some idiots on Twitter are already out there, like, and pundits, they'll hate against Manchester United. They hate against Mason Mount. They hate against Onana. They can never shut up about this penalty that's been spinning for 3 days now. But nothing about the other rivals, like nothing. It's just Manchester United. What you say, loved, hated, and adored, right?
Hated, adored, never ignored.
Adored. That's what it is.
Thing. John Johnson has a comment on the Gravenberch thing. He says, no, Bayern using United to up the price. Liverpool wants Gravenberch.
Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, seriously, guys. Liverpool are in the mud.
Yeah, they're desperate.
They are desperate for a midfielder. Like, they just got robbed by Tate. Tate did a masterclass. But the question, what everyone is asking, including myself, where the fuck is the money coming from, Big Lebowski? Where did they spend almost 1 billion in 2 years? How did they get away with it? Does anyone know? Because he pays on 8 years contract installments. Buy somebody for 100 million, you split it up in 5 payments. They're only going to cost you 20 million this year. And that is cheating, because that's going to be stopped now coming after this season as well.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Chelsea. I think Tom Bowley is going nuts. Yeah, Chelsea.
I mean, Chelsea's are Chelsea's. I mean, they're new manager, Poch. I do respect Poch. I do respect Chelsea, but not this season, right? You're trying again to do what you did there, when Todd Bowley came in, just bought too many players to gel in, to fix the culture, to understand the manager's playing style. I don't know. It's going to take some time for them to find the legs and to be a cohesion team, according to my opinion. That's well, I don't know. I'm just caring about Manchester United. We play game by game. It's clear and obvious that Ten Hag said, I want more signings. We know there's more signings that he wants. If Harry Maguire leaves, then definitely I think we're going for a Pavard, like as a replacement. We are waiting for Amrabat to come in. And I don't think there will be more signings. 2 more signings.
2 more signings, yes. I think we can do 2 more signings. 2.
Because I believe... Yeah. If I'm being cynical, Jarvis, I believe that why I'm saying 2 signings is, but I believe that the club would announce Greenwood back in the squad. He will be another striker position option. That means that we are not going to go for a striker, if I may say so, right? Doesn't mean that I want or not, right? It's my freedom of speech to say so, right? We got to talk about it. So I believe that is the case. If that's going to be the case, then 100% we're getting into midfielder, because Ten Hag really wants to get him in. We're talking about Sophie and Amrabat. And I believe that Harry Maguire will end up finding a new club eventually. I don't think the this saga is over yet. I don't think so.
No.
But that's just me thinking positive, though. Realistically speaking.
Yeah, yeah. Milos Mitic has something to say about Amrabat, but I don't understand it.
Yeah, I will translate. He says, Amrabat bliži Manchester nego Liverpool West a goal transfer. He said, yeah, that's basically what we were saying. Milo's saying Amrabat is closer to Manchester than Liverpool according to the goal transfers. Yeah. And this is how we opened the show, people. We're saying that, we had Alfredo Pedula on. Alfredo Pedula confirmed he's very close with the, what's it called? Sampdoria. No, not Sampdoria.
Yeah,
Fiorentina. He's a Fiorentina fan. He is a Fiorentina fan. He loves Fiorentina. So he's got direct contact with the club as well, and this is what it is like, And we explained this analogy again. Like once you're in love with that person, you don't see anyone else, like unless it's Margot Robbie knocking on my door, or I don't know what the way you swing, ladies, who's your dream person. But if you're in love with that person, you only want to make love to that person.
I have a question, Mick. Have you
Okay.
ever noticed that on slow days like this, we haven't had many big news? It always comes out very strange things, like, for example, now the Amrabat thing. And when there's not news, the next time it will come out that the Glazers won't sell. So everybody will talk about that. And the other day, the day after that, it will come, no, everything is cool. The Qataris are coming in. So I think a lot of the newspapers, they are playing us. They are playing us and for likes and clicks and
Yeah.
mentions. So this Amrabat deal to Liverpool actually.
I mean, this is kind of spin doctors, isn't it? Like, you got a point, because when there's no news, they seem like they're being spin doctors, creating a story. Like, oh, what should we print now? Editorial. Oh, we have a drought. Yeah, let's print something about the Glazers. Yeah, that's gonna sell a lot of clicks. Let's print, the gullible Manchester United fans, because they are really, really dumb. Like, so let's print something that Liverpool's gonna hijack. So I don't believe in those stories. Jay Daly was just messaging me. He said Mikey wants to say hello, being interviewed. That's his son, by the way. Jay, if you're watching, mate, you want to come in and have a say quickly. It's been just me and Jarvis. I will copy this link. And Jarvis, can you take it away while I'm sharing?
Yeah, I can take it away. I say Stephanie Griffiths says we have 36 likes. You can do better. Like. And let's see. John Johnson says, okay, it's only 57 people watching, 37 likes. Smash the button up, peep. And he has some emojis that I can't see. Oh, there's news against the Super Cup. The Super Cup with the Manchester City against Sevilla. Manchester City are leading 1-0. Who scored? Was it Haaland? I haven't seen the latest news about City, but the Super Cup really, who I saw the other day one of the Manchester City supporters were saying on a YouTube channel that when City win the Super Cup, they will up Man United's treble because Alex Ferguson didn't win the Super Cup after his treble. What a load of BS. We had the first and the best treble. Oh, there's a goal again. We have Martin Hansen say, aha, it's 1-1. Yes, Sevilla. We know Sevilla. It's hard. They are a tough team to beat.
Yeah, I just shared the link to you, Jay. If you want to come in, talk about your fantasy league, I want to hear from you how you do it. And I know Mikey's watching your son as well, my friend. Before we close the shop, guys, also forgot to mention big up to England's women's team as well for the finals. They beat they beat the Matildas, right? The Aussies. So now they're playing the finals. Sweden was playing for the third spot, the women's team. I don't think it's been covered that much, the Women's World Cup, to be honest. But, just want to give it a shout out as well.
Yeah, good shout. And Sweden, Sweden, third? That's good.
Yeah, third play. I think they're playing for the third, yeah.
Yeah, but England is winning, aren't they? In the final. They're in the final.
Yeah, there should be. So big up for Jay for placing himself in such a good position, right? So I don't think he's going to come on.
And we have Welsh girl 68 here. She has a question. How long must Amrabat wait? If I was him, I'd be looking elsewhere. Yeah, basically we have been covering that, but I think Amrabat is set on Man United, and we are calling bullshit on the last PR spin from the mainstream media. They just want clicks and likes. So I
Yeah.
think this story is false.
I 100% agree with you, Jarvis. So listen, guys, don't fall for the media. Like, please don't do that. You learn from the takeover spins. Just be cool and composed. Facts are there. If you want to check out the exclusive interview, check it out. There is a video there with Alfredo Pedula. We talk everything about the secret steal of the Amrabat stories. That's all there, Welsh girl. Big up to all of you. Good news then. Thank you, Welsh girl. Thank you. Have I seen you before here in this chat room? If
Yes,
not, have you?
she's been here
Okay.
before. Yeah.
May I have so many people, but anyway. I'm tired, and it's been a great show, people. Thank you for tuning in, and a little bit disappointed regarding the likes, right? But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you like what we're doing, and the rest will follow, right?
Hmm.
The rest of the likes will follow. Jarvis, to summarize this show, what did we learn today?
We learned that Manchester City are struggling against Sevilla. Ha ha ha.
Okay.
I'm not sure who scored. I'm just checking the results as we speak. Okay, it's the young guy Palmer who scored, and Nesri who scored for Sevilla. It's 71 minutes, so it's a couple of minutes left. So when we're done with the show, you can go catch the last
Oh yeah,
minutes of the
that's
game.
the Cup Winners' Cup, right?
No, the Super Cup they call it.
The Super Cup.
Yeah, but Manchester City, they can call it the Super Duper Cup. 116 charges. It's bought, It's BS. Manchester City. Boo.
They bought it.
Yeah.
The Super Cup. Cup. Eh? David Saar, big up to you. Liverpool just bid for Wataru Endo from Stuttgart, a CM. So there you go. They are desperately seeking in the market, 100%.
Mm,
They must be going after the fourth choices right now, to be honest, right?
yeah. They're desperate, as we said.
Mm.
Klopp is getting desperate.
Yeah, definitely. Good night to you, Gavin, as well. Thank you for tuning in, Gavin Underwood. Thank you so much, 99 to you. I really hope you enjoyed this content. I think we've been gassing it up. Jarvis, it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
A little bit short for us, but short and sweet. I think it was very engaging and good content. We do apologize if we have in the past streams forgotten about the most valuable prize, and that is you, the VR room. I hope you feel loved because we love you. And if you haven't, if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe and join. And big up for Angie for gifting memberships as well. Big up for everyone that's been engaging. It's the most positive, chat room or VR room in here. So Karen Reed is in here saying, good night. How can I miss you, Karen? You've been so good at
Big up,
making your
Karen!
comments. Big up, Karen's. And guys, I wish I could be an AI machine because I see your comments, I see you, I hear you, but I can only have two hands and one mind. So so thank you for all the beautiful comments. Every comments that you leave is positive, right? I don't see much negatives unless you're some troll being a Scouser supporter trying to troll us, because I think we're the most positive United channel out here, to be honest. Keeping it real. Gavin Underwood saying he loves it, so we love you back for saying that. If you want to have improvement for content, you're the one that we are listening. We are constantly, me and Jarvis, 3 a.m. in the morning. I said, Jarvis, what about this? I said, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go. So absolutely breathtaking. Been taking what's Karen is saying here. Okay, been taking it in a hunks. All in hunks. Yes, been taking in all in
Been
hunks.
taking it all in hunks. So she actually gave us a compliment, Mick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. And
pleasure.
Karen deserve. But Jarvis, I think Karen only likes me.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is.
Excellent, guys. Thank you for watching, tuning in. I had a good time, and my spirits are up high. I got to take my dog out for a walk. And, before we close the VR room, what do we always say? You know what? We will say,
Peace, love, and go bananas.
no, 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 no. Now we say peace, love, and we have an anana. Clean sheet. Guys, smash a like for this video. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you very, very soon. It's been Mick Ruby gassing it up with my co-host, Jarvis, the only one, Cocky Cocker. Guys, take it easy and have a good night's rest, and we shall speak to you very soon. Thank you for being so beautiful and friendly. See you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.